back to Gypsy Rose Papery. So I figured since we made the cover together and we're kind of just building this together, I guess, I thought I'd show how I start organizing signatures. I have assorted papers here, and this is a 9x6, and so my papers are all sorry for the lighting, but they're all regular size 8.5 by 11. I usually use 3 different types of paper in my junk journals: digitals, regular coffee dyed paper, and scrapbook paper. And then sometimes I'll also use vintage book pages. These digitals are from Sarah Rutledge. I hope I'm saying that right, Sarah. If I'm messing up your name, I'm sorry. And I will link her gorgeous illuminated papers. I am in awe of these. They're so beautiful. And I love the writing. And it has a very kind of like, I don't know, medieval type writing. And then on the other side, these gorgeous digitals are from ReleasetheCraftin. She's got a few kits at her shop, and I'll link her to beautiful kits and perfect for a vampire theme. So these are the papers that I'll use. Obviously, this side is a lot lighter than that side. But once I have everything organized, that's when I go back and I distress and I embellish and I add pockets and all that good stuff. But for now, we're just working with papers. So I'm going to move the cover to the side. I mean, a few pages, not too many, of copy paper. And as far as scrapbook paper, I did coffee dye these. Very lightly, actually. They didn't come out too grungy. The Tim Holtz were already grungy to begin with, so those are grungy, but like this one came out really good and aged. So when I was going through it, or when I was going through my books or papers, what I do when I'm looking for scrapbook papers is I will literally like shop like my own paper, and I'll sit there and I'll go through each paper stack, because sometimes with paper stacks, like even if you see the outer images or whatever, it's like a different feel, or it sparks a different idea when you actually start like going page by page. So I have a lot of Tim Holtz paper in here, some black newsprint, and you can kind of get a feel. When I look for papers, it's only ever like a feel for things. It's not like a set idea or set, I know exactly what paper I need. I never do. I go for a feel. And as I'm going through these, I'm like jogging my memory back about why I picked them. But you, as you know, a person from the outside looking in, I'm sure you can kind of start to see the feel. I really love this paper. I'm sorry for the lighting, but this is beautiful paper, and the coffee dyeing came out beautiful. So sort of like, you know, a vintage feel definitely from these papers. With the scrapbook paper, that's usually what I use to make the like the folder, right? The little like folder pockets, or like the big page pockets. So what I will do next is I will start separating cardstock from paper. Yeah, everything else is cardstock. So I'll separate this and put it to the side with my other coffee dyed paper. So I have double-sided cardstock, and then I have plain backed white cardstock. So then I separate the double-sided cardstock with the plain backed one, and then we have the ones with the plain backs. We'll put those to the side. So with the double-sided ones, I can just make a photo page, which is a page that you would like stick photographs on, or I could do like the folder pockets, so the ones where you fold up and then you have like the pockets. So that's what I'll decide next. So we're doing good here. We have 3 folder, right? 3 folder pages, folder pocket pages, 6 picture pages, and then here we have more pages that we can use for the full pocket pages. So we have the bats and the Fright Night, and these go well together. And we have these ferns, and we have the green. So I think those will be a good match. So those will be pocket pages. Then we have this one with the music paper. And then we have an extra page that we'll hold off on. We could probably use this in tags or ephemera. So before it gets confusing, I'm gonna pull out what I'm not ready to cut down yet. Mainly all this right here. Okay, so the first thing I'll cut is my picture pages, and I'll probably won't be in frame because this is a really big cutter. But let's start making some decisions. Obviously I want the moon in here, so we're gonna cut this way. So we're gonna cut at the 8.5 mark. And then obviously this is a 12 by 12 page. So we need to cut an inch off to make it 11. So I don't want to cut the moon out, but I don't want to cut this whole tree out. So I'm just going to cut right off the moon like this. And then cut the rest off on this side to make it 11. And here we have our first picture page. So that is really cool. Okay. And then I'm just gonna do that with all these and we'll come back. Okay, so here we have our 6 picture pages. So now I'm going to cut down the pocket pages and glue them and come back. Okay, so we have our 3 pocket pages, and that's what I mean by pocket page. And I will be sewing them later, but for now I just put a little bit of glue to hold them in place. We already are looking pretty good. We have all these pages already prepped. And then we have our folder ones. So I'm going to show you how I do one. I mean, it's pretty simple, but sometimes it helps watch someone do it. So I will make one. I'm just gonna cut off the excess on the top. And then I'm gonna cut it down to the 11 mark. You don't wanna cut vertically at the 8.5 mark because you're gonna fold it at the 8.5 mark. So I'm going to line up with wherever the cutter cuts, because that would be the top of your page. And just hold it in place. I'll pull this down, and then I'm gonna see where the 8.5 mark is, and I'm gonna fold right there at the 8.5 mark. Fold all the way through, and that's pretty much it. And then you're going to go ahead and glue Some people like to glue the middle too. I just glue the outsides and then fold because this is going to be stitched. Before you glue it down, just something to keep in mind, if you wanted to edge punch, then you'd want to do that now. I'm not going to do edge punching at all in here, so I'm just going to go ahead and glue it. Squeeze that down. I'm just going to fold. All the way up. And so there you have it. We have our little folder page. I'm going to do that with the rest of them. And then I think we're going to be all good with our scrapbook paper. So we've got a nice stack of papers here, and I'm just gonna start kind of organizing them. So there's 3 signatures. Every signature is gonna have one of these folder pocket pages. So that's 3. Right, we have 3, and then they will each have one of the full pocket pages. So just kind of making sure there's a nice balance in color. So we'll do that. And then each one of these signatures will have 2 of the picture pages. And again, I'm looking for a nice even color like distribution. So here we don't have any kind of yellows. I'm gonna add this one here. And then here we have a lot of cools, and this one has a yellow, so I'm going to put this cool one here, and then we'll add some yellow here, and let's add some blue on this one. So on this one I'm going to add some more yellow, and then this one I'll add the reddish. And so what you can do is kind of then decide what you want your first page to kind of be. So I'm just going to organize that. I don't think pockets should be together, so I'm just going to put this one in between, then a pocket, then a page. So basically a pocket, a page, a pocket, a page. Same thing with this one. So those are our 3 signatures so far. They look really good in here. And now I'm going to start pulling out coffee paper. Well, before I do coffee paper, I'm gonna do the digis, because the coffee paper for me are usually just fillers, like if I'm short on pages. So let's go ahead and do our digitals. So there's 6, I think, total. Technically we do have 9, but I printed it backwards. I'm just gonna go ahead and use it. It wouldn't be a junk journal if something didn't go awry. I'm just folding these. So let's go back to our signatures, and since we have middle pages, let's just go and go ahead and add those. So I think the bat would go really well in the signature. So we'll put one there. And then this one, I think would go better in this one. And this one would definitely go good in here. Okay, so we have our 3. And then we have, each one will need an additional 2 because it's a total of 9. So 3 pages each signature. So again, I want to just balance it out. So this is a bat, this is a bat. And we don't have any more bats per se, but we'll use this one in here. Okay, and then again just sort of match it up. So here we're gonna put one in between, and then we can put another in between here. And on this one, it would be good if that one was there. one in here. And then here, I'll just put this one in here. And then we can do this one in here. So we should have the same amount of pages throughout each signature. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 pages each signature. So we're going to go ahead and grab 3 sheets of coffee paper. And coffee paper would go good in between this middle page. Okay. So those are our signatures organized, and then we have these guys as well. So 1, 2, 3. There's 5. So one of these I'm going to get rid of. I'm going to get rid of, actually, we're going to have to get rid of 2 of these. So I'm going to do the clocks and this because I could use this on any other project. I'll just save it. So we have these leftovers here. And then these we're just going to cut and add it to our signature. I love how this came out. So I think I will put this one in the middle somewhere. And then we'll do this one in here. And finally this one can be in here. And that's it. We have our signatures and they're about 10 pages each. So a total of 120 pages right here. Because 40 times 3 is 120. And you see how already our book is nice and fat. We're going to add ephemera to this and it's really going to explode. But yeah, I think that is it. So I hope you enjoyed watching how I separate my signatures and how I organize them. I kind of follow the same methods every single time unless there's something specific that I was looking to do, and then I'll change it around a little bit, but that's about it. So again, I hope you enjoyed this little walkthrough. I hope you guys have a great day. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.